All right, so we got a band of gold according to Exodus 25:25, and what we're going to do is we need to wrap this around a bowl. So here's my little bowl or pot or vase. I'm not exactly sure the context of this thing, but it's a little piece of gold strip around here. It's not very thick. It's only 1 times 10 to the negative 3 meters thick, so it's a millimeter thick, and it's not very tall. It's only 1 times 10 to the negative 2 meters tall, which makes it 1 centimeter tall. It is 1 hand breadth wide, which is a little weird. 1 hand breadth is 2.92 inches, so let's start off with that. 1 HB, convert that to inches, because I want to convert that to meters, so that way I can figure out what the volume of this thing is. So let's see. 1 hand breadth is equal to 2.92 inches, and I know that 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters, and I know that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. All right, HB cancels out with HB, inches cancels out with inches, centimeters cancels out with centimeters, and then I multiply this all out. So you have 1 times 2.92 times 2.54, divide that by 100, and you end up getting 0.074168. 0.074168 meters. So that would be 7.4 times 10 to the negative 2 meters. Actually, I'm sorry, 7.41. I'm going to keep 3 sig figs. 7.41 meters cubed, or meters times 10 to the 7.41 times 10 to the negative 2 meters. I want to multiply that by my depth and my height, and so that would be times 1 times 10 to the negative 3 meters, and times 1 times 10 to the negative 2 meters. So that volume would be, well, the numbers are nice because it's all 1, so the answer is 7.41 times 1 times 1 is still 7.41. And then the times 10, this is pretty nice because all I got to do is add negative 2 plus negative 3 is negative 5 plus negative 2, that's another negative 7. So I have 7.41 times 10 to the negative 7 cubic meters. Let's convert that to centimeters. So let's see, that would be 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, but I want to do 3 of them. So since I'm cubing this, I got to do 100 times 100 times 100. That's 1 million. I mean, 1 with 6 zeros. I could have told you that just by looking at this. And so essentially what I'm going to do is the meters cubed will cancel out with the meters cubed. The solution is going to be in centimeters cubed, and I'm essentially multiplying this by 1 times 10 to the 6th power. That's what that 100 is all about. So 7.41 times 10 to the negative 7 times 10 to the positive 6 is just 7.41 times 10 to the negative 1. Cool. Now, I need to multiply this volume times my mass, and that would be, or times my density, and I would get my mass. So I know that for every 1 centimeter cubed, this gold weighs 19.32 grams. This cancels out with that, and I'm left with 7.41 times 19.32, 19.32 times, instead of putting 7.41, I'm just going to put 0.741 and then not worry about that times 10 to the negative whatever. My answer is 14.31612 grams, but I only want to keep, let's say we're going to go with 3 sig figs, and I think I will specify that in the problem. So keeping only 3 sig figs, I would answer 14.3 grams. And if I wanted it in scientific notation, which I always do, it's 1.43 times 10 to the 1st power grams. That is how much that piece of gold weighs, 14 grams. It's like 14 paper clips.